Hi, day 7 is coming to a close. This is day 7 of a 30-day order by the authorities in my county and the city, but it actually then extended to the state. And so we're on a 30-day stay-at-home order, and just documenting really what my family is going through, what I'm thinking as we go through this process. If you want to see some more videos of the series, click the link up here. But you would think day 7 is a big day to maybe celebrate. You're in a full week of being in the stay-at-home order, and you've made it through it, and you should be excited about it. But day 7 fell on a Monday, and it was actually a fairly mundane day. It was Monday. It was back to work, both for my wife and myself, working remotely. It was back to school. Now, the girl has been doing virtual school for a couple years now, so that was nothing out of the ordinary. The boy had a little bit different day because he started his virtual school as the school district has set up online lessons. This was the first day of that. And so, but other than that, it was fairly mundane, and it seemed almost like a normal day. We staked out our areas in the house. We staked out our office areas, and I had mine, and the best gal had her area, and the girl, she sometimes works out on the front porch, and she did that today, and the boy was set up in his room and getting ready for action this morning. And just a normal day. I'm still continuing on with the 30-day challenges to keep my body fit. I'm still continuing on with doing some extra reading. Is still continuing on with my spiritual well-being by reading chapters in Proverbs throughout the course of this shutdown. So again, it seemed fairly mundane. But then I was reading some news following up from last night, and it looks like our president has extended the administration's suggestion on the social distancing criteria or social distancing suggestions to the country. And so it's extended until the end of April. Now, our 30-day stay-at-home order is supposed to end, I think, on the April 23rd. So this is going to go beyond that. And what I have seen as a pattern is what the administration puts out, the states then take into consideration their particular situation, and then they'll make recommendations on top of that. And so it's not an edict coming from the federal government, but they kind of guide direction for the states. And so I kind of expect that this stay-at-home order in our city, our county, our state, and my opinion is in most of the rest of the country, will extend on. And I'm of the opinion that there's not a shortcut to this situation. We're battling the Covid-19 virus, the coronavirus, and it's a long slog, I believe. And so I'm thinking that this is going to go on, and that I guess there was a moment today when it hit me. See, throughout this whole process, and really we've been on stay-at-home, activities for about 3 weeks now, because my wife and kids went on a cruise, and so we kind of sequestered ourselves and tried to social distance a little bit above and beyond what was recommended at the time. But now we're picked up and everybody's doing what we're doing. So, I've been trying to convince myself, well, this is just a different way of conducting normal business, and things are really kind of normal. We're just looking at them a different way. And while for the most part that's true, again, there was something that triggered a change today. My daughter's a dancer. You saw the clip at the beginning of this video. She's a dancer, and our summers have really, even our vacations during the summers have centered around competitions, and her day had centered around between school and dance. She was active, 8, 10, 12 hours a day. She really puts in a lot of time with dance, and it was 5 days a week, and obviously that's shut down. She's not going to the dance studio and doing her practices and the socializing that's going on there. They did pick up some virtual challenges going back and forth, cute as can be. The dancers were challenged to do different videos, and just fantastic. And so that that was kind of feeding into what I thought was normal. Different, but the normal side of it. But today, or last night, we got instruction to go ahead and set up a home studio for dance. And because from here on out, that's how they're going to practice. And so I had some material, and I started, got it last night, and today at 4 o'clock, she was going to be dancing and be on a virtual conference dance, and so I needed to get that done. So during a lunchtime period, I threw down some material, and we just set it up in the garage, because that was the biggest space that I didn't have to move a whole bunch of stuff. And so we took up one side of the garage, and she virtually had dance class. And I was communicating. I was visiting with a friend at work, at my work, and she was saying, without me saying that, she mentioned that she had to set up a Taekwondo studio at her house because her and her son take Taekwondo lessons, and so it got me thinking about the disruption that some of this is going to cause. Now listen. It's necessary, and this isn't a disruption compared to some of the generations in the past yet. I mean, not yet, but it is a disruption, and it's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay to realize, this isn't fun, okay? There's some good things to be had, there's opportunities, and there's some things for growth, but this is a new direction that we're experiencing, and so I'm just at that moment that I was laying down that material for her to dance on and thinking, okay, now I'm going to have to move some stuff around in our basement, my studio, going to move stuff around and have to figure out how to accommodate all those needs, and it's not going to be just for a week. It's not going to be just for 2 weeks. I suspect it's not going to be just for a month. We're in for a long slog. And there are some things that are going to be significantly different. So, again, 7th day in, we're enjoying the interaction with the family. We have certain routines that are normal. We've implemented some new routines so that we have routines and we don't get caught up in the chaos. But there are some differences. And it's something that you need to be aware of if that hasn't hit you yet. There are some differences. And I suspect that even whenever in the future we can get back out on a regular basis, there's going to be significant differences at that time as well. But neighbor, stay well, and I'll see you tomorrow.